Chapter 1. To a dog, a dead body has some intrinsic value. To me, it was just one more hassle. We were out for a walk, deep in the woods bordering the little town I now call home, when we found it. When he found it, actually. Spot, that is. Yes, that is a stupid name for a dog, especially a big work dog like the shepherd mix I was with that day. It wasn't his fault. Humans can be stupid, particularly about those we love. Which would prove true often that week. But back to the body. The walk had been peaceful up till then. A late afternoon hike in the local preservation land, the last bit of forest safe from the developers who even now seem to see everything as a marketable opportunity. Exercise for him, a break for me in what had become an increasingly hectic day, when Spot, poor fool, started in, whining with that softly insistent, please tone that even the best trained canine can use. Spot has some hound in him, and he can't help getting excited about a scent. I figured on an opossum, or maybe a deer. Whatever it was, it sure had the animal at my side excited. I shouldn't have encouraged him, I know that. Being a companion animal is all about discipline. And while most dogs are good about the positive training, paying attention to any signal from their person, obeying the commands, a reliable guide dog has to maintain the negative discipline also. That means ignoring other stimuli, other animals, even intriguing scents. You don't want Grandma's four-legged helper dragging her after the neighbor's cat, for example. But Spot had been working hard. Too hard, maybe. So I'd let him go, giving him the nod as I unsnapped his lead. Anything out there would be more than a match for his housebroken ways, I figured. If not, it had more than a half-trained guide dog to worry about. He'd only gone about 10 yards when I heard it. An odd yap, half warning, half whine, that made me freeze. Dogs, even domesticated creatures like Spot, have more senses, more instincts than us poor bipeds will ever dream of. And the tan and black animal just visible through the bare trees was telling me that something was very, very wrong. Spot? I kept my voice soft and low. Although we like to use words, the animals we work with respond more to our tone than to the syllables we utter. The dog before me would hear the question in my slight upward inflection, and in the thoughts that reached out through the shadows, where I could see him stiffen at attention. What is it, boy? Another whine, one I couldn't decipher. And no, that's not as crazy as it sounds. I usually can get something from the animals around me, a scent, an image, something of how they perceive the world. It's a strange sensitivity, my so-called gift, but it's usually reliable. Usually. Spot? I took a step toward him, my own ears straining to catch whatever it was that held him. The hiss of a bobcat, the rattle of a snake. The first spring thaw had exposed the dead leaves of autumn. I didn't know what else had come to light. Danger? It's not a question I usually ask. It's a training word. A command that tells a guide dog to stop, to put himself in front of his person, to stay rooted until we humans figure out what's what. He responded, though with that whine. I could see his tail again. It whipped once, hanging low to the ground. Not in happiness. Acknowledgement, rather. And something else, too, that I tried to read as quietly as I could while creeping up behind him. He was focused on something, all right. I could sense need, a singular drive to go, to get something. I needed to see what it was, too. No! Back! I froze as the command, his command, reached me. Listened. Somewhere, not too far off, ice melt rippled down a stream. A few late-afternoon peeps and mutterings signaled bird life. undisturbed bird life. The yell I'd heard had been in my head, a warning of sorts.